behind half for my family and my dependents. At that time then, Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu came with his contribution. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Ya Abu Bakr, what did you bring? And he said, I brought everything. And I've left Allah and His Rasul with my family. It was at that time that Umar bin Khattab said, I can never outdo this person. Allama Iqbal rahimahullah has written a very interesting poetry. In the last couplet he writes, and this is translated, for the moth, the lamp, for the nightingale, the flower, for Siddiq, Abu Bakr, Allah and His Prophet alone suffice. May Allah allow us to taste the sweetness of such faith in this world. Ameen. Say Ameen. That you believe from your core and you're satisfied that Allah and His Rasul is everything for me. May Allah allow us to taste that in our life. Ameen Rabbil Alameen. Now we are in Tabuk. The year is 630. The conquest of Mecca has occurred. And the Prophet ﷺ has gone from Mecca through Medina all the way north. And that's where this hadith takes place. Imam Bukhari has recorded that Auf ibn Malik radiallahu ta'ala relates, I went to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam during the battle of Tabuk while he was sitting in a leather tent. He said, count 6 signs between now and the approach of Qiyamah. We've come this far. Now you count from here, from this moment, till the day of judgment, 6 signs, 6 things will occur. My death. What do we all say? Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. May Allah reunite us with our Habib sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ameen. May Allah allow us to stand next to him. May he be the one who intercedes for us. May he be the one who encourages us and inspires us to pass the bridge of Sirat. May we drink from his blessed hands and may we sit together in Jannatul Firdaus al-A'la. Ameen. My death will be number 1, he said. Number 2, the conquest of Baytul Maqdis. Number 3, a plague that will afflict you and kill you in great numbers as the plague that afflicts sheep. The increase of wealth to such an extent that even if one is given 100 dinars, he will not be satisfied. How many is that, everybody? 4. Then an affliction which no Arab house will escape. And then a truce between you and Banu al-Asfar, i.e. the Byzantines, the one that they went to attack, who will betray you and attack you under 80 flags. Under each flag will be 12,000 soldiers. There's so much to unpack here, but in respect of time, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has moved on from this temporary world. That sign is done. The conquest of Bayt al-Maqdis. When we understand the history of Masjid al-Aqsa and we understand from that time of Sulaiman alayhi salam, Dawood alayhi salam till now, does it mean anything that happened during that time or is it something to come? At this point we say Allahu A'lam, only Allah knows. But the conquest of Bayt al-Maqdis would mean that it will be taken away. Number 3, a plague that will kill people in such large numbers. Many people say it's here. This is Corona, and many, conspiracy theorists are saying this is just the first Delta. Then there's another name, and there's another name. It's a keep on going. But you know what? If this doesn't open our eyes to believe in the unseen. There was a time when people said, how do you believe in a God that you cannot see? How can we deny the presence of a plague that we can't even detect until it's in us? This is scary times, my brothers and sisters. And it seems to only be getting worse. May Allah grant everyone afiyah. Ameen. Then after he said increase of wealth, that people will become so rich That even if you gave someone, and I think this would mean the person who needs money, if you gave them 100 dinar, they wouldn't be satisfied. There was a time when you would see someone on the street needy and you'd give $1, $2 in other countries and they'd be grateful, but now it's like only 10. What's happened is that wealth has become the center point and focal point of our lives. Think about it, my fellow Muslims today. We define people based on their wealth. We affiliate with people based on their social status. We find pride and solace knowing someone who has wealth and who has connections. But what is this wealth of this dunya? It was in someone's hand yesterday, it's in your hands today, and it's going to be in someone else's hands tomorrow. You never own it. You're just borrowing it like a library book. Then after that, the Prophet ﷺ talked about an affliction that no Arab house will escape. Rasulullah ﷺ is sent to the ummah, the entire humanity, jinn and ins. But he is from the people of Arab. And he twice, this is the second of the two that I can recall, where he told the people, وَيْلٌ لِلْعَرَبِ مِنْ شَرٍ قَدْ اقْتَرَبَ. Woe be to the Arab of an evil, a shar, that is coming close. A time will come that every home of every Arab in that region will shake. May Allah keep them firm on their faith and keep us firm on our faith. Ameen. Look today in Yemen, the crisis, the humanitarian crisis. There's no food, there's no water. Look at the people of Sham. Look at the people of Syria and Iraq displaced. Look at the people of Lebanon. The price is so expensive. Inflation to the highest degree. They're literally poor now. And the Prophet ﷺ, imagine his condition when he's saying this. He's not happy. He's not being like, oh, I know what's coming. He's not being a fortune teller, but he's prophesizing with pain that my ummah is going to go through such pain. And the last, that a truce will be made with such people after this battle will occur with 80 flags, where armies under 80 flags and 80 banners will attack you. But as we sit here, what do we say to ourselves? It's not going to happen in my life. We are 1443 years from the time that Rasulullah ﷺ migrated. We're not getting any closer to good times. We are getting further away from them. So my fellow Muslims, as we end today, let's reflect on this. And as he said, count 6 things between this moment and the end of time. May Allah grant us all afiyah. May Allah keep us with Iman, with the Islam. Allah keep us in the safety of our Iman and Islam. May Allah give us a life with Islam, a death with Iman, and resurrect us on the Day of Judgment with the Sulaha and the Anbiya. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve our generations, our progeny, those who did not witness this, those who may witness this, and those who will witness it. May Allah protect all of them in their faith. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.